This is going to be a video on fire belly toads. Yeah. Okay. This is my fire belly toad tank. This is a 10-gallon with some rocks, fake plants, and about, I don't know, about 3 inches of water in it. Seen the layout. Alright. 2 ways you can do a tank. You can do this. Got water in it. Mostly water, and have parts where you get out. Or you can have mostly land, which I had before, which would be like this. This is a Pac-Man box tank. This is just an example. With actual dirt in it, and then a water bowl. Let me get in. But they seem to like this one more. They do need a light, but not really a heat light. They bask very, very rarely. I mean, it's, if you think they're basking, they're really not. They're just sitting there, not really doing nothing. So I had a light that's on my turtle tank, actually over there on these guys, and I've never seen them come out of the water hardly. So there's, you know, no need for a basking light unless you just want to have one, or just you know, think it looks better, or whatever you want to do. But oops, the lights came on. 1 second. Okay, that shut them things up. Okay. Alright. You're gonna need land. I have rocks, leaves, a stick, some little gargoyle things I have laying around my room. Pretty basic. Does anybody climb out on? When it comes to feeding, you're gonna want to feed them crickets mostly, but if you do a setup like this or with any water, you gotta make sure you watch some crickets, because they will commit suicide and drown in the water, because that's actually happened a few times already. You can also feed them the little feeder fish, the little feeder red comets or goldfish. I actually have some in here now, right over here. I don't know if you can see them or not. See, I got about a few. I got a few of them in here. They eat them also. It's not quite as messy. Something else that you might need. I don't see it needed, because I'm super into messing with my tanks like every couple of hours. So for your water, if you do this kind of setup, you're gonna need maybe a pump, some kind of pump, and a heater for it. But the reason I don't have a pump is because I do water changes every 3-4 days, and then I will take a light, a heat bulb of some type, and stick it on here, and then you would actually know if they're basking, because they will just sit on a rock or whatever your land formation is underneath the light and not move. So I mean, you don't have to have a heater, because they like it cold. They are from China. So yeah, so heating stuff, all that is fine. If you, as you can tell, I don't have any. I might have a piece or two, but it's probably just from my old tank. I don't have any kind of gravel substrate, nothing like that. You can put it in there if you want to. I haven't. I don't have the money, to tell you the truth, because I spent all my money the other week on different things. So I don't have. I gotta have the money to feed them, so I don't have the money for substrate for them. I think it looks just as good without them, because it's not like they're going to pay attention to it. There's a few things that you can stick with them, like put in a tank with them, that they won't try to eat or they won't kill with their toxins. The skin is toxic. It only causes rash in humans, but that's only with some people. I never had one, and I hold them all the time. But if something eats them, they will get sick and they might die. And anything that's in the water with them, unless they have an immunity, some kind of immunity to it or something like that, they're perfectly fine. What's being in there is like firebelly newts, goldfish, see what else can I in there? Newts, goldfish, any kind of salamander, crabs, those little water crabs. Although they will try to eat them and they will sniff at them, but besides that, you have no problem as far as that goes. I know people get tired of looking at the same part of the tank, so let's see if I can just get a little zoom up on one of them. Got 3. The rule is pretty much you want 2 gallons for every frog. So in 10 gallons you can put 5. People say 3 gallons, but as you can tell, I mean, there's definitely enough room for 2 more frogs in here. No problem. They don't have to have a lot of water, but they are semi-aquatic, so they have to have some, at least some to get in. They don't need UVB because it actually hurts their eyes. I don't know why, but it does. And whatever you feed them, goldfish, of course, you can't do it with, but if you feed them crickets, mealworms, because they will eat them, earthworms, night crawlers, red wigglers, any kind of insect, any kind of worm, anything like that, make sure that you put calcium dust on them. It helps them out, gives them really nice coloring, all that. I think that's it. Not 100% positive. These guys make great beginner pets. They're really interesting to watch, eat, and they are vicious eaters. They will eat a ton. They're pretty brutal when it comes to that. I wish I had I'll get a feeding video in here soon. I hope within the next week or 2. And yeah, they're really neat. Like, as you can tell, I don't have a screen on mine, a top screen, but you probably will need one because they do like to climb. Since it's an old tank, it's been modified a few times, and the sealant that holds my tank together has actually been redone at least once or twice, and they really can't, like, they can't climb like glass, but they can climb up the side pieces and get out. But it's been redone, as you can tell. It's pretty thick, and then when they try to climb, they'll get to about here and fall off because they can't climb up a whole bunch. So okay, well, that's it for this. Hope people liked it. For missing things, sorry. Subscribe, rate, comment, ask me stuff. If you want to see any of my other, bearded dragon, iguana, left geckos, molly, Batman, I got slider, side neck. I mean, if you want to see any of those as a care sheet video, tell me. Or if you want to see something else and I know about it, tell me. Ask me anything that you think you need to. I'll happily tell you. And then, on that note, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it.